I've been in greenkeeping ever since I was 16. I'm now a course manager. Greenkeeping is a physical job, yeah. I mean, I do probably on average about 14,000 steps a day. I carry various things while walking. I do a lot of hand cutting and stuff. All my fitness really is to do with boxing, to be honest, so it sort of serves a purpose. Strength and is to maintain size for boxing, running, and I just enjoy being active. I played a little bit of sport when I was younger, but I was never really into fitness. I was more into the competitive sport, but fitness was never a driving factor for me. When I was younger, I did play basketball at school. I played football and various other sports, but I suppose football was my main sport growing up. I started off at centre back, moved to right back when I was growing because I was uncoordinated, so it's a slightly better position. And then I moved into goal when I was 12. I used to get a lot of growing pains and groin pains and stuff as I was growing up, and I just sort of went off sport and exercise completely. I put on a lot of weight, sort of late teens into my middle 20s really. A slip disc that carried on for a good few years. Ended up having surgery after trying to lose weight, which I did a little bit, but not to the extent I am now. But yeah, after surgery, it was probably about a year before I started to lift weights actually, and slowly but surely started to reap the benefits as I lost weight. My heaviest, I think I was 130 kilos, and then I went down to probably about, I think I was 103 for my first boxing fight, and then I sort of built muscle, so I'm now around 112. I was introduced to Barefoot Science insoles by Stuart, all about balance, and the benefits were noticeable quite quickly with most of my training, or all of my training, especially running for me. It improved my times. My recovery was nearly instant really from running. I didn't really have that many effects. After probably about a month or two, I could run a lot more regularly and a lot more confident on my feet. My movement in my boxing improved, and again, like bouncing up and down on my toes through boxing, the recovery was quicker. Another aspect of boxing for me was the stability in the foundations of boxing is obviously through the feet, so I felt a lot more comfortable and a lot more stable on my feet. I was able to move around the bag better and maybe distribute my power, I suppose, better through my feet. Boxing it all starts with the feet. I was wearing it at work all the time, and it just helped again with fatigue, recovery, not so sore sort of Achilles or calf muscles. I was wearing them for about 18 months. It was all going well. They got wet at work one day. I put them in front of a direct heater. It should have been for a couple of minutes, but I left them there for around half an hour. I came back and they were sort of shriveled up and no longer any good. It was always in the back of my mind to get hold of Stuart again, to get a new fresh pair, but it was something that I left for I don't know, 6 months or so. Started to get more sort of pain especially in my right leg and my right knee, which I've never really sort of had before. About a month before I went to see Stuart, my back gave out completely. I was having quite bad pains again down my right side. I went to see Stuart, I had some treatment and got my new pair of insoles. Feet felt more comfortable, I felt more stable. I went for a run quite soon after. Excited, to be honest with you, to see the difference. My foot felt a lot better planted. I was pushing through on my big toe a lot better and not rolling over as much as I was before. And I had reduced pain and my recovery was a lot quicker. So recently I've just done my fastest 5-mile run with an average pace of 7 minutes 40 seconds per mile. For me, the insoles not just help with training and running and all those activities. Everyday life, I wear them for work, I wear them down the shops, I wear them all the time. I couldn't recommend them enough.